about his life, starting an artist teenager at Princeton.
Just that way.
Well, no, I mean like for his making.
You remember talking about this for a long time. This is like
when the meeting starts.
This wind's tired.
How you doing?
I can see it.
Andrew,
Wow. It's an
right.
I feel the intention was to make this game make more fun.
Well, we're trying to be real about
When you get good stuff from other places, you just gotta take it.
Or Lawrence Getty wrote, please throw your glasses at us with great philosophy. My name's Tim Simpson. I'm going to start off by reading two pieces about hangovers. A good hangover and a bad hangover. I've had both this weekend. First is a good hangover, margaritas and stout. Sun blue, morning in the skylight, sky pane and skull, sticky sawdust eyelids, great open like deadbolts. Taste of last night's abrasive, stale in the mouth. I remember a missed kiss. The morning room was a vacuum in a waking cloud. Windowsill and ceiling tile merge briefly. As intriguing as James Joyce or full days in the mountains. Tapping this universal truth still hurts. Flashes fading in the distance like a late-night lightning storm that never quite reaches the horizon. This is a bad hangover.
That's hard. I like that. I appreciate those.
Put your tongue out as far as it will go. What does it mean to feel hopeless, humorous, thoughtless, mindless, peaceless, priceless?
Staring blindly at a future they cannot see. Dry eyes void of tears, dry mouth with no words, dry heart with no love. My addictions have taken their toll.
Got a couple poems there. I live in San Francisco. I'm an earthquake poet. We have the earthquake relief fund right here. Trying to give like small canned. Give it to Red Cross. Give it to Red Cross. Okay, you all comfortable? Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, this is called Bent Moon. Every dog has a tale to tell. The cosmos, energy. How do I introduce the freak? Flecks of the crystal, picking up the leaves and the dust. I am your joker in your pack of cards. Gravity. I am a boxer in your thoughts of England. The moon is a punching bag. No, it isn't. It is a pugilist with a glass jaw. No, it isn't. I want to punch it and knock it out. This is a poem about one of my favorite artists, Marilyn Monroe. It's called Eric Satie. 3 Gilberts in the form of a pear. A pear. Maybe an M. Is that any more believable? You want form, you got it. I think I hear Edith Piaf singing something in the background. That is preventing the next great poem. Poets die and artists die. And who is preventing this? I know. It's all La Vie en Rose. Satie died, and Piaf died. And so what about Marilyn? Bastards. This is a political poem.
Dangerous territory.
Flowers are actors. Put them in a sand pail. All the world's a stage. Put them in a vase. Make a still life painting. Put them in a grave. They are dying. Put them so that they form the letter M. Hooray for Hollywood. Still with me there? All right. Okay, this is called Genghis Khan. Unfit for spring because the year called too early. An urgent message. Left sentences undone. First, an aggressive radiance, and then the rest added up to less than what was previously expected. One looks for paradise everywhere but the earth. But I only needed a room for improvement. The surplus of trees was the latest gossip. The science classes of the German armies confirmed this. And the acquisition of land was desired by the straw boss. As armies marched into the Ukraine, one only thinks of one's sexuality. Zinc and mountains affected the decision to march through several distant cities. Genghis Khan's daughter has a hot ass. Such suffering and tyranny gave way to a culture as if a rigorous order allowed the mind certain liberties. And Mongols paved the way for poets like Paul Blackburn, a golden age full of air. We all make mistakes. Some are forgotten, and others are in front of the world. I get carried away. I shoot large cannonballs at the armies of trains that cry peace. Months later, the empire is quartered and given out to lesser talents. A few cons with diplomas in the liberal arts. Zinc, mountains. The only place for the pure mind is in isolation. I have a headache. And just the daily routine is devastating. The music outside is cold and violent. Okay, this is for this guy over here who's a big fan of Robert Frost. This is about a poet I've read recently in the last year. I'll come in if you want to. You come in. Cold drinks. Okay, this is about a poet I've read recently. It's a poem about him and my trip to Stanford recently. It's about Paul Blackburn. This poem is called Blackburn Songs. The dead never dream of the living or of anything of their past. Only white remains. White. 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 20 degrees Fahrenheit. 46 degrees north. 93 degrees west. Down the freeway, I went to nowhere, where the dead never dream. White fences, white sidewalks. These houses are old, you said. But when were they built? How old are they? I wish that I could have met him in the dead man's dream and embraced him. I could have told them that I understand. They tell me to go to New York or France, all these old forests. Great works must be written by anyone at all costs. The poet takes an oilcloth and wipes the canvas clean. I'm not interested in dead people, dead places, dead things. Only the oilcloth. by emptying their songs. When you get to Geary Street, go right. When you get to Leavenworth Street, go Sinister. Hello, my name is Robert Mapplethorpe. All lines will converge someday. You are insane. Choose from the above. Take your pick.
I have a very bizarre suggestion.
Okay, a little bit of audience participation.
Well, yes, exactly, because nobody else seems to be doing it. But they seem to be doing it when they laugh. Yes, of course. We have some people over here. Yes, but participation, meaning that.
I need a drink.
Yes, we all do. We have a drink. Would you like a beer? But yes.
I'll take
Oh, don't give me that pillow, love. Yes, I have a statue woman. I guess that you're inspirating everyone's energy over here when we're not singing the career.
Some of these people actually pay, you know. How'd you get in?
Well, I don't pay because I talk. Yes. No, but I think isn't it all about inspiration and collaboration?
Collaborate. I agree to collaboration.
Yes, and well, I don't know. My dream about poetry is always well, this is a poem, obviously. Yes. My dream about poetry is people in their areas start to speak instead of going.
Okay.
No, but seriously.
I'll start
that was a poem.
right now by suggesting you let him finish his poem and sit down, please. And give him a decent amount of respect.
I am giving him respect by speaking.
No, you're disrespecting by speaking, and if you don't believe me, ask everyone else here, and they can tell you.
Well, all right. Well, that's fine.
I'm not going to dialogue you now, man. Later you want to talk about it, fine. But come on.
It could be a bubble of innovation.
Yes, I mean, that's your opinion, man. That's your opinion. That's your beatnik opinion, brother. Get down. I mean, no, I'm only saying that you inspired me to say what I said, and I didn't get it. Yes, thank you.
Last time I read, like everyone was going, hallelujah!
Well, I think, it's like when you go to a rock concert or a music thing, everybody's. It's just funny for me. I don't want to be rude to anybody. No, seriously. I mean, I had after hours clubs. No, I love your poetry.
Called She'll Call in the Dogs. Sorry it began.